Hey all, Brian here with Team Manabeast doing a deck profile on my Blaukluger deck. So let's just start off here with the starting Vanguard, which is Morgenrot. In my opinion, the best starter they've got now. Even better than the Ride Chain. Don't really like it that much. So let's start off with the ability here. This is Counterblast 1. When your Vanguard with Blau on its card name attack hits, essentially I'm able to Counterblast 1, look at the top 3 cards of my deck, choose one with Blau on its name, and put the rest back down into the deck and shuffle it. This is like Spring Breeze on crack. 2 reasons. Because I Counterblast 1, and I get to search the top 3. I don't have to put this in Soul, and I don't have to boost with this. So this can be behind the Vanguard or behind a rear guard. It just has to be on the field when it happens, which is the beautiful thing about it too. So very good card. Helps with hand advantage. Stupid amazing starter for the Blaus. So let's go on to grade 3s here. We're going to start, of course, with 1, 2, 3. Mond Blaukluger. The break ride for the deck, limit break 4. When an over Grappler rides this unit, choose your Vanguard, and until end of turn, that unit gets plus 10,000, and Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, stand all of your Noble Grappler rear guards. So essentially it just says, hey, you Counterblast 1, after it attacks you get to stand it back all up. And of course the other abilities, when I'm boosted by an over Grappler, I get plus 2, so it's 13k boosted by 8 or 7, or boosted by 8 hits for 21. Stupid good card, which of course combos really well with 1, 2, 3 Galaxy Blaukluger, 1 SP too. So Galaxy's Blaukluger effect is limit break 4. Counterblast 2. Choose 2 Noble Grappers from your hands and discard them. When your Vanguard or rear guard with Blau on its current name attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand all of your units in the same column as this unit. This ability can't be used to end of turn. So it's an on-hit ability that they have to guard for all the time, because it's not just your Vanguard that has to hit, it's your rear guards as well. And if you broke road with Mond, then not only are they going to hit, they're going to stand again. Don't let that hit. Do you want to let this hit? Do you want to... So it's either going to just waste a huge amount of cards, or it's going to give you a super explosive turn. So either way, when you do this, it's a super explosive play, and really hurts their hand. So, and of course, the other ability is if I have Stern Balukluger in the soul, it is a cross ride. I get plus 2k continuously. So, super good. And speaking of Stern Balukluger, I'm going to run 1, 2 Stern Balukluger. His effect, very basic. If I got Blaukluger in the soul, I do get plus 1. And then Counterblast 2. Choose 2 Noble Grapplers from your hand, discard them. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you pay the cost. If you do, pay the cost, stand this unit and all the units in the same row. But I do lose Twin Drive. So it is a more basic version of Galaxy Blaukluger. But I do like it because of what else I run in the deck, and also if I get it off, it's nice to be cross-ridden, although I'm not heartbroken if I'm not. So I only tech 2 of them in, just if it happens. If it happens, whatever. Speaking of that, I do run 1, 2, 3, 4 Blaukluger. No, I don't run the rest of the Ride Chain. I only run Blaukluger. A couple reasons. 1, because it allows me to have my Stern to 11k if I do ride properly. The other thing is if I attack, hits a Vanguard, I can unflip a damage from my damage zone, which of course works really well here with Morgenrot, because if I end up getting it, not only can I get a free card, but I can unflip that damage, and it just adds massive pressure. So for that reason, it's also a Blau unit, so I can search out with it, and it's a 9k. So it's just stupid good, and I just got to run it. Just got to run it. And then we're going to run 1, 2, 3. The 10k vanillas, Jupiter Blaukluger, because vanillas are a thing, and they help me hit for 18k rolls against cross ride. Woo! And then I'm going to run here 1, 2, 3, 4. Mars Blaukluger. When your Vanguard, Blau on its card name attack, hits a Vanguard, I can pay the cost, which is Counterblast 1. Stand this unit, I get plus 5. So not only do I get a stand, but I get a stand with a plus 5 as well. So again, imagine all the stuff we're doing on break ride turns. You know, anything hits, I get more power, I get more damage. So something's going to hit. Something's going to hit, and these are one of the cards that you really want to hit because it's just funny when it does. So let's move on to grade 1s here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blau Dunkelheit, Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. It's the Blau Perfect Guard. So, you know, if you search top 3, you get it in your hand. That's what I like about Mond, too. I don't call it to the field like Spring Breeze. I get it in my hand. So I'm like, oh, I got a Perfect Guard in my hand. Yay. So good. We're going to run 1, 2, 3 Polar Storm, which this is the one thing that just a little bit bothers me about the deck is that they aren't Blaus. I mean, they work with Blaus if you have a Vanguard and Blau in its name, but it's a 10k attacker. It's just not a Blau. So if you end up getting Mon and you try to search for it, you can't add to your hand because, well, it's not a Blau. But I run it anyway because it's a 7k booster, and if I do have a Blau, which I do most of the time, I am able to have that on the field. I run 1, 2 Flower Ray Leprechaun. It's a 7k grade 1 version of Mars. Essentially same deal. I have a Vanguard with Blau in its name. Counterblast 1, stand back up +5. So with Mars, instead of a 16k row, you attack for 16. If it hits, counterblast 2, stand back up, +5, 26. So massive pressure there. I do run 1, 2 Clay Doll Mechanic because, as you've seen, we're going to be counterblasting a lot. It's a great 7k, great for flipping damage, an overall solid card to add to the deck. I'm going to run 2 Tough Boys, mainly because it's behind my Vanguard for the 21. I'm going to cross-run, it's great. Behind 10Ks, helps me hit those magic 18K numbers against other cross-runs. And then I run only 1 of Blade Arm Leprechaun, which is a cool card because when they shoot it, boosts a Blau, any Blau. Doesn't have to be Vanguard, doesn't have to be super name. I just Soul Blast 1, gives +6, so it's a 10k booster. So, you know, if I have a Blau on rear guard, or if I got, you know, any of those other ones that I'm not using, I can have a 21k row with my grade 3s, which is super, super, super nice. So I really like doing that card there. All right, so moving on to triggers. I have actually decided to run because you know, I'm not bad. I'm gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4. The Regenbogen, or whatever the heck that is, the heal. I do run 4 red light crit trigger because it's great. Goes in the soul, unflips damage. Again, we're using a lot of counterblasts, so I want to unflip those damage. I run 1, 2, 3, 4 of the draw, Schnee Regen. And then I run 1, 2, 3, 4 of the stands. 3 Battlerizers, 1 Turboraizer because lulls. How many stands am I running? I still like stands in the deck because, again, you know, if they're not going to let anything hit and they're not going to let anything stand, then I will just stand it myself. You know, I could run more crits. I just like the idea of stands because it's funny because no one lets anything hit. So what's worse than not letting anything hit than just standing it back up again and, you know, smack it in the face. So anyway, that's my Blau deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Of course, rate, subscribe, comment, and share this with your friends, family, and loved ones. See you guys.